what do you
moderate
have?
exercise,
This is raisins.
or 75 minutes of vigorous
So go ahead and
aerobic
cut
activity.
these open.
Okay.
And the cranberries
Or
you just
you could
placed
do a
over there. So
combination
go grab those
with
again and
moderate
use
and
those.
vigorous activity. And then in addition to that is to do 2 strength training sessions for all the major muscle groups in your body. So what could this potentially look like? Your week could consist of taking a class online or at
So
the
we're
gym.
doing cookies
I
tonight.
figure I'm a cooking channel here or something.
That's all right. It's Cookie Channel. This is Dave's Cookies.
Dave's
We're
Cookies.
making Dave's Cookies tonight.
Yeah.
Very high energy, high protein, and a great low glucose snack.
And it's a honor to be here to support and accommodate Dave on his cookies because they're so awesome. So we got how much?
That's about half a cup.
Okay.
Half a
Half a cup of
cup. So
raisins.
we're just going to take that whole bit of blueberries and we're going to put those all in. Right? And we're going to take cranberries. These are oatmeal. They've got coconut, cranberries, raisins, blueberries, cherries, walnuts, and raisins. We'll fold these in together. This will make about a dozen, or not a dozen. This will make
Not 3 dozen. Got 3 dozen.
about 3 dozen cookies.
You have 3 dozen cookies.
Not a dozen. I made a dozen in a night one time.
Did you really?
Yeah, at Christmas time when I gave away all those cookies in the boxes.
Yeah.
You remember that? It was like 2017. I gave away a bunch of cookies.
I remember.
That was the Christmas present.
So we're gonna go with a whole bag of cherries.
Whole bag of cherries. Just throw them all in there.
Cherries are coming in.
Yeah, and the cherries are so much bigger than the raisins.
You still want the cranberries in there too?
Yes, I do want the
Yeah, we
cranberries.
got a
in
whole
there.
bag of cranberries coming in too.
All right.
We
So
got
now we're gonna
cranberries.
fold these all together, and what we need to do now is clean off the counter,
I will.
and we need to get the pans out here and grease the
Ready to go.
pans.
Okay.
Then we're going to be making cookies.
They answer questions about their physical activity, their participation in sports, and for the quote from the article, a validated instrument assessing well-being, depressive symptoms, and anxiety. So they had a validated method to really dive into their mental health. So overall, the outcomes from the study show that
And I didn't add any citrus to this. No lemon, no orange peel.
That's not what you're doing.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
I will, if you were to, here, I put lemon peel, orange peel.
It would probably make a difference too.
Oh, it would taste really different, but it would be,
These can go back wherever they go. This one, these are no granola. Granola would have made it more sweeter too, though. You know, granola's got so much sugar in it.
well, keep the granola out because I think we might try putting it on top of the cookies after we get them on the, and just push some granola into the top. And see.
All right.
And we'll move that over here.
We don't want those things.
I'm gonna get these. I'll move the oatmeal out of the way. Okay. The leftover cookie mix stuff will go in here. Right. Now, I didn't say that the USANA products were in yesterday, so I need to get the USANA products in your video. Oh, so also inside our cookies are the USANA Protine mix and Nutrimeal to add in the vanilla flavor, the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients, and the protein to our cookies. So that was mixed in with the oats. So when we put the oats in, we put 6 cups of oats in, and we put in 2 cups of between Nutrimeal and the protein shake. And then we also put in 1 cup of unbleached flour. There are 2 sticks or half a cup of butter, real cooking butter, unsalted. And then once we got that in, then we put in 2 cups of water and 2 eggs to make up the dough. Then we add the fruit in. Now this fruit and mixture right here is now ready to form up the cookies and place them on the cookie sheets. So right now we go into greasing the cookie pans. So what we need is the paper towel and the olive oil. And if I had coconut oil, I would use coconut oil instead of the olive oil.
Okay.
So you're just gonna take one of these.
Okay.
Right?
So
And
you said instead of you didn't have the olive oil, you did.
I use coconut. Yeah,
Coconut.
my preference is coconut. I
Oil,
usually
okay.
have a bottle of coconut, but because coconut stands a higher temperature than olive.
Olive oil stands a higher temperature than coconut.
No, coconut stands a higher temperature than olive.
Okay.
So that in cooking the cookies, we're going to set the oven to 400, and we're going to cook it for 12 minutes, right?
Yep.
And so 400 is pretty high for olive oil.
Yes.
So each time we make a new pan, now we're going to have to re-grease.
Yes.
Okay? So we don't want the cookies sticking to the cookie sheet.
No, we don't.
So these older sheets, these 2 smaller ones,
Yes.
these are, the older they are, the more likely the cookies will stick. This pan are the best. This is the 3rd best pan, 4th best pan, 5th best pan, and those are 6th and 7th.
Okay. Okay.
You know, as far as getting the cookies not to stick.
Right.
Right? And then also, what's neat is we got to get the cooling sheet out. So we set the cooling sheet right here.
So you set the cooling sheet on the stove.
Yeah, but we won't be turning the stove on.
No.
Just set
No.
the cookies in. Yeah. And we'll leave the cookies out and to cool before we scrape them off of the pan, because you want it
Oh, yeah.
to harden.
Yep.
Okay.
Make sure cookies are cooled down before you scrape them.
So why is HDL good for you? That is not.
So it usually takes about how long to cool? 4 minutes or so?
Yeah, at least that much.
Yeah.
Usually you get anxious about your cookies and you want to try one before.
Yeah, I know. I've seen people do that, but they're always sticking to the pan.
And it always comes out. Now this one we won't use, but we'll set that one up here for cooling cookies.
Okay.
All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pour our oil on here. Okay. Okay. So we're going to grease the pans now. And do the sides as well. Don't, you know, we don't have to be careful. We just need to make sure the whole pan gets covered. So 1, the cookies don't stick, and 2, we don't have to spend all night cleaning pans. And then you just put more olive oil on than you think you need.
Go through this study. This was done in China.
And since it's olive, you know, it'll be good.
Diet and exercise impact on individuals.
As you know, we have lots of olive oil in the USANA products. The olive oil, right?
Yep.
Olive oil.
So your average person is not part of the study. Just those that are potentially going to develop
Okay.
diabetes. So they followed these participants for 6 years and looked at how many of those people developed diabetes.
And don't throw your paper away because we're going to use it again when the next batch is
Group,
ready.
which they had no intervention, so they
Well, you
didn't
guys
make
really
any changes
conserve
to their diet or exercise plan. They just lived their lives normal. With that, almost 68% of the people in that group developed diabetes. The man group said they just looked at diet, and that would be reducing the
Whoa, we got some oil
carbohydrates
on the outside of this
or
bottle
refined
now. We got to make sure that gets
reducing
wiped
your
up.
sugar intakes and maybe a lower fat diet.
Pretty much the end.
That group only had 44% of the individuals develop diabetes. The exercise group, that would be, around 30 minutes of moderate exercise a day. That group saw only 41%
The thing about exercise too is that they've linked exercise with the prevention of Alzheimer's disease. The other thing that I learned about Alzheimer's is that here, we can put these in here. When you're done with your paper,
Yeah, we can here. You need that pen, right? Thank you.
Similar results to this. So exercise is really key to helping prevent diabetes. Now, for those that have diabetes,
sweetheart,
you can still prevent
would you do my sleeves, please?
So with this study, they had a set
I'm a surgeon with my cookies. I have to have the nurse in the emergency room.
and they did a combination of aerobic and resistance. And they found that the type of exercise was associated with
It also helps to leave the olive oil on your hands as we go ahead and make these cookies too. Okay?
What's that?
Well, because the dough won't stick to your hands as much.
Oh, okay. So we put the rags in
Right in here.
right in here. We'll save them again for next time.
Yeah, till next time.
Okay. Wash your hands in olive oil.
Yeah, just-
You want some?
So it shows that exercise is
You wanna help me?
helping your body be more effective and efficient at removing glucose from your bloodstream.
Thank you.
There you go.
They're kind of strong, aren't you?
And not
You gotta be.
weight
So what we want to do is, generally speaking, you want a cookie that's about this much dough. Okay?
Okay.
Pretty soon you just get to that and then you just roll it up like this, squish it together, make it nice and consistent.
Yeah.
Just like this, roll it up in a ball, squish it together,
Yeah.
then you just put it down. Balls of cookies. Just
Okay.
like that, all right?
Okay.
So you work this side and I'll work this side.
Okay.
where you're losing 5 to
There you
10%
go. I'll use this one.
after 50. So certainly weight training.
And what you want to do is you do about 3 by 6 on these pans.
And hopefully most of you are aware.
So 18 cookies per the big pans. It'll be less than that for the smaller pans.
So this study shows that
Usually what I do is just make smaller cookies for the smaller pans.
of muscle, and you can increase your resting
You see
Is
this?
that too big?
You see? Yes, that is too big.
Not so.
Probably. Yeah, you see that ball right there? I got one downstairs, so I'm going to show you how to use it.
Oh, okay.
Put it on your back.
And then also with strength training, do you know that after you strength train, your resting energy
Yeah, about this size right here.
is elevated for up to 3 days after your
I got
workout.
one.
So
Yes.
this study looked at
Yeah, you don't want to put
overweight males
3 on that pan then. Of that size, you only want to do 2 across.
energy expenditure
And probably 3 down,
at
so you're
24,
going to
48, and
get
72
a dozen on that
hours
pan.
after
Two
their
across? Okay.
The study found
Because you don't want the cookies to mold into each other. You know, they'll be unique cookies.
Up to 72 hours when compared to if they looked at their baseline, prior to when they had exercised.
I see you got some good experience because you're making the cookies, the dough perfectly every time it gets out. I'm trying to
Looking at
add stuff to get.
versus non-petite. And those people that can exercise
Yeah, the warmth of
end
your
up
hands
burning
helps.
more calories.
The
So why
the pushing of the dough
let me
together,
actually
that
go
helps
into
make a
fatigue
good
real
solid
quick, what
cookie.
it is. So with fatigue, let's say you have a weight with you, and you're doing bicep curls, and the first 5, 10 reps are super easy.
So the cool thing about these cookies is that you only eat like one,
Yeah.
right? And you get full. Why is that? Because it's got so much protein in it.
It does.
And then it's got the fruit for the energy.
And to get more calorie expenditure just
And then
during your workout.
the oat is for your cholesterol, right?
Yep.
And the coconut obviously is more for the fruit and the oils, the essential oils that you need for your brain and for your heart. The CoQ10. And you know, it's just really good food.
Yeah.
And since you made them yourself, you know exactly what went in it, right? So you're not having any preservatives at all. Oh, I need to turn this oven on. Turn on both ovens. Okay. This one. Alright. So the ovens are warming now. When we get to the temperature, they'll beep. And they'll hold at the temperature for about 3 minutes until we're ready to put the cookies in. So we should have pans of cookies to go.
You can also join a workout group or a club in order to have a group to help you stick with it. Exercising with a friend.
6 here?
For me, that's helped.
You've made some pretty good sized cookies, so I wouldn't put more than 6 in there.
Okay.
Those are super duper cookies, because those will all melt down.
Yeah.
And even at that distance, they'll melt into each other.
Okay.
So you probably need to go to much smaller.
I will.
But this is a good experience.
Yeah, it's like. Well, you've been doing these for a while, so you kind of know. Probably the first time you kind of messed up a little bit too.
Oh, I made a lot of mistakes. The first time, 100 times I made these cookies.
Did you?
Yeah, lots of mistakes. And I was doing it, all by, experiment, right? So I was testing. It's one of the reasons why I added the coconut, because I love the way the coconut holds the cookie together. But I also love the taste.
Oh yeah.
For me, that's been so true. I'm not one that just wants to run on a treadmill. I love getting outdoors. So especially right now, being on a lot more Zoom calls and doing things online, I've kind of been like, you know what? I'm gonna throw in my paws and just walk out there, even though it's really cold and tropical. Get bundled up and go for a nice brisk walk while I'm, on a call versus just sitting in front of the computer. For me, it's just being outdoors, right? So I love that you brought that up, and even just having someone that holds you accountable, like you shared, a friend or somebody, that really is an awesome tip. Thank you so much. The correlation between mental
This is
health,
really good exercise to do
those
this
studies are really powerful.
dexterity in your hands and so forth.
Right now, right? With everything
If you've got
that's
sore hands,
topic, of
this
course,
helps.
more so right now.
How's your leg doing, by the way,
It's pretty
standing
good
up
so
this
far.
much?
It's not too bad. So
Just
far.
a direct correlation
If you get
with
tired,
overall
just let me know.
I
I'll
will.
get that.
Yeah.
There's no harm to just go ahead and sit down and then I can quickly show you some stretches we do on a carpet over here. Sweetheart, would you bring up the big blue ball from downstairs and put it on the carpet over here? The rubber ball, the big exercise ball? Thank you, sweetie.
And again, just thank you so much. You've really poured into us and we've learned so much tonight from you, so we're super grateful. So the first question is, it's kind of a fun, simple one.
Now, who are these people on the bottom here?
They're USANA associates.
Like you?
Yes.
So you could be there too if you wanted to be?
Oh yeah, I did. I do videos all the time.
Yeah,
So I try to do this. Now I don't, not. The interesting thing about me is I explain it when I'm no longer on TV.
Are you on TV now?
Yeah, we're on TV right now. We're on that camera right there, the pink camera.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So we're making videos. This is the ball that I was referring to. Yeah, we're going to show Santino how to exercise his piriformis muscle. Yeah. I learned a lot when I had piriformis syndrome for 10 years.
Did you really?
Now, with the 10 years before I started USANA.
Wow.
Okay, so that's just one more of the things I got rid of when I started USANA on a regular basis. Doing a health pack every day, morning and night. Working the health pack, I made so many improvements in my life. Like I was talking to Lily this week, and she was explaining something that was going on with her, and I'm going, that sounds familiar, that sounds familiar, that sounds familiar, that sounds familiar. She says, I don't know what it is, everybody doesn't know what it is. I says, you know what that is? That's sleep apnea. You know, you're going through exactly the same thing I went through. You know, I used to.
So is Gwen still involved in this?
Oh, Gwen is big time. She's a director now.
What?
Yeah.
Gwen?
Gwen's a director, yeah.
Yeah, but I thought Milo's the director.
Mila's a gold director.
Yeah, what is she?
Now she's just a director. Well, just a director. She's a director, for God's sake.
How did she get up so fast?
Because she's doing it full time. Yeah, she's doing USANA full time. She's got great people under
What's she
her.
do?
She stays.
How did she get these people?
Well, she meets them, she talks to them, and she gets them to try the product, and then she stays up on them with follow-up.
It's amazing.
So she's doing really well. She's one of the top. Oftentimes, she is the top earner in the state.
For Alaska?
Yeah, all of Alaska.
You gotta be kidding me.
No.
Really?
Yeah, for the entire state, she's usually the top earner every week.
Wow.
Every week. She's
So
making,
what is her pay now, like, probably around for this, doing this?
well, she's making over 1,000 extra a month. Yeah, probably around 1,200 to 1,600 extra a month. She gets up to 1,000.
Is she still doing beauty work
2,000.
too, or?
Pardon me?
She's still doing beauty
Yes,
stuff?
she does a barbershop.
Yeah.
And so she, you know, most of her people that she gets are her barbershop clients.
Yeah.
You know, so she gets them in the chair and she talks to them in USANA. You know, and they're always coming back, so they're always getting more talking to. Just like Michelle would do when she would get to the shop. You know, her clients were all her clients. Her USANA clients were all her massage clients.
Yeah.
Okay, this one is not holding together well. Put a little bit extra, little pressure here to hold them. This one had too much fruit in it.
Yeah, I know some kind of holding not together. Is it because of the fruit? Or?
That's because of the fruit.
Okay.
If you've got too much fruit, it's not going to hold together as well.
Yeah.
So you need to get a little extra more dough. And it looks like we got too much fruit and not enough dough.
Yeah, a lot of.
This one's not holding together either. So we need to make some more dough.
This one I love because I've seen this to be
I
true.
think yours might be holding together better
There's
than
so
mine.
much focus on macronutrients,
Well, I hope so.
right? When it
Look at mine.
comes to anything with fitness, especially
You're still making them big.
if you have a fitness community or
Those are going to be
people
big
who are
cookies.
Really?
They're going to be big
There's always
cookies.
so much
Notice
focus
this
on the macros,
with
like
size.
protein, fat,
Oh, God.
Okay?
What about the
Yeah.
role of
These are still going to be big
like
cookies.
macronutrients
Those are going to be really
for
big cookies.
your exercise plan?
Those are $5 cookies you're making. Each one of those is a $5 cookie.
God, they're that big?
No, they're that expensive.
Oh.
You have
Are you
to,
going to have room though? Still, should I bring them out for you?
you need to spread those out. The component of this is that you have to forget the amount of money you're spending on making these cookies by remembering what they taste like, because there's a bunch of money in these cookies.
Oh yeah, I know.
You know, each one of
All
those
those
bags,
ingredients.
each one of those bags of fruit, dried fruit, were $4.
I know. That's what I was saying.
You know,
Is there a cheaper way to make them?
there is, but they're not as good.
Oh, okay.
They're not as good. They're not as good for you.
They're not as good healthy.
No, they're not as good for you. So, okay, are we almost ready?
Yeah, I found like it was
No, we
really
still got a ways to go.
when I
So you put on. Did you preheat at 400?
It's to be set to 400, so we won't put them in until the temperature gets up.
It'll ding when it does.
Thank you so much. This has been absolutely incredible.
Yeah, you got
So
more
much
berries in
knowledge.
this thing
We've
than.
learned
Yeah,
a
I'm gonna
lot
make some more
today.
dough.
We're just so grateful for you.
Because these are not going to make very many cookies at all.
Okay, I'm just gonna pour this in.
Yeah, just put that
Yeah,
in.
just two.
Before you wrap up.
Thanks, Elisa, and thank you, Katie. That was really, really informative. It was
I'm gonna wash my
helpful.
hands, am I?
No, go ahead.
It certainly brought to light. It was a bit of an eye
Yeah,
opener.
you can try this USANA soap too. Right here, right here, right here.
Oh,
I hope you enjoyed tonight's webinar. It was certainly informational. I hope you will walk away with a little bit more knowledge and insight as to why it is so important to exercise. Now, next week is our last in this series, and it's going to be.
So I'm trying this, USANA soap. It's supposed to wash your hands real good. At the same time, it's supposed to moisturize your hands. Gives you a nice soft feel. It just feels nice, makes your hands nice and soft.
Thank you, Allison. Have a great day.
It's a good product.
It is a good product.
God. There's so many good products USANA makes.
Yeah. USANA makes great products. And the one thing you can bet is that they're scientifically proven.
Yeah.
And go to that. So what I've done is I've gotten this bowl ready.
Yep.
And now I'm going to ask you the questions. All right. What's the first thing we put in the bowl?
The first thing we put in the bowl.
What's the first thing we put in the bowl?
Butter.
Nope.
Butter wasn't it?
No, butter's not it. But I'll get the butter out because I need to melt it. So you put the butter in this little in there to help melt it. Now, we put the oats in first.
Oh, but I thought, okay, but the reason why is because I was going by the starting of what you started.
Oh yeah, I threw the
But
butter in here
yeah, no,
just to, and then I moved it.
Yeah, that's
Right,
why
and then I moved it.
That's why I
Okay,
did it. Okay.
sure.
So the oats is first.
The oats go in first.
Yep.
Oh, wrong drawer. The oats are not in the freezer. So here's the oats. One more time. How much oats?
I would say 1 1/4.
We put 6 cups of oats in.
Oh, 6 cups.
6 cups of oats. Okay? So there's 1. 2.
I can't remember everything.
There you go. We're gonna go. All right.
6 cup of
Now
oats.
put 3 more in there. There
Okay.
you go. Put 3 cups in there. 3 cups. I need 1 more Nutrimeal. It's a good thing I got some more in order. 1 more vanilla. I could do that. Yeah, I really don't want to do that. Pumpkin spice in my oatmeal cookies. Vanilla oatmeal. Okay. All right. So you got 6 cups of oats. We need 1 cup of flour. Okay. Now go ahead and put that all in there.
Yep.
So that's about 1/3 of a cup.
Yep.
And you want to put 1/3 of a cup, 2/3 of a cup. So you need 2 scoops that are 1/3.
Yep.
Oh, I was getting eggs out.
me at the same time.
Okay, 2 eggs. There we go. Okay, now we want to mix that up together.
Yep.
Okay, get a good mix. Use these two.
Yeah.
This one here and that one, big one. That'll be fine here. Just take these two. Okay, mix them up. Just mix them up like this.
Yep.
Okay. I'll leave these off here. And while you do that, I want you to put in a sprinkle of cinnamon.
Okay.
There was a small box of vanilla. Do you remember where it went?
No.
Okay. Tiny.
So what kind of, these good videos that Mila's doing?
Yes, they're very good.
I mean, I know, but what's happening with it? Are they, do they sell or
What happens is-
happens with them?
If she gets enough likes and followers,
Yeah.
then YouTube will pay her to keep putting stuff on, but she has to get the right amount of,
She hasn't got it yet?
no, she hasn't got the right amount of followers yet. So in order to start making
Her videos
money,
are getting better and better, I noticed.
they are.
So who's doing them? Who does the
She
video?
does it.
But who does the video when she goes to those different sites and stuff, locations?
She has friends that she goes with, or she has a the drum.
Oh, you know what? That's exactly what I said. So a drone's always around the area. Oh, okay, a drone staying there like that.
I don't know, but she has a very good drum.
Oh, wow.
I mean, a very expensive drum.
She does?
Yes.
You guys bought it?
And she knows she wants it herself. She's and she also has a license to fly it from the FAA.
Nice.
So she can fly her drone where she wants to, as long as she adheres to the FAA rules
Right.
and she doesn't get in trouble. How's that?
This is good right here. This is pretty good. Yeah, this is good, sir.
All right. Now add your cinnamon.
Already did.
Oh, you already did?
Yep.
Okay.
Just that little sprinkle.
All right. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to put those eggs in here again.
Yep.
Okay, mix up your eggs.
Okay, where's with? Got a shell in there, sir.
Oh, you mean that's more calcium for us?
No, I don't want that.
No, we don't want that calcium. We want to make sure that the calcium we get from our eggshells is already been boiled.
Right.
Okay, so go ahead and mix those up together.
You're both very good powder, huh? Working together, huh?
Absolutely.
Maybe we'll start a business.
We should have.
First, the food business, huh?
To come to Florida, we will.
Because I know how to make some good. I know how to make some good muffins. Like,
Are you sure?
yeah, cranberry, raisin, banana muffins. Yeah, I can make some muffins.
我想要你去 cooking 的，去the
But I've
satanic
never tried a
cooking.
protein mix.
One day you can make a satanic
Instead of
cooking.
using flour, you use protein.
Satanic cooking better.
We use protein powder from USANA Health Sciences. Guess what? We can put our first batch in.
Well,
There we are. Upper oven, lower oven. spread these out. Upper oven timer. Timer cook time. We want to go to. We're going to go to 10 minutes on the timer, and then we're going to watch after that. Okay, this one and that one. Lower oven. Whoa, hot in here. All right. That's true. We need to get the butter in there and the water.
Yep, butter and the water. I'm gonna go and wash this out and get the water. Yep.
Actually, we could put the butter in there and we could melt the butter and then we'll add the water later. Here, don't wash it. Don't wash it. Don't wash it. It all goes to the same place.
Okay.
So we'll get this one. So that'll be good. Throw this.
So your story on your video that I think I kind of intervened, but I got to, I guess some girl named Thecla,
Yeah.
she kind of like asked if you could put it in English because she couldn't understand it.
Yeah.
She wanted to hear what you had to say.
You want to make story, huh?
Your story in English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to work on the translation. Mila's working on a translation.
Oh, she is working on it? Yeah. Because I'm the one that sent the text. Did you get my message?
Yeah. Yeah.
It would be nice to put it in English. Be a blessing. We can,
You want to listen my story too?
yeah, so I can
Okay,
hear
I
it.
can do that.
Yeah, I want to hear it. So I'm the one that kind of answered to it.
Okay. Put that in. That's going to take a little mushing around. You're going to need the wooden spoon and so forth with that one. Just scrape off the rubber ones there and just melt. Use the mussels and mix that right in there.
Okay.
And then this one, I'll get the hot water going. Now, for those people watching the water come out of the sink, this water is coming from 190 feet below ground here at Eagle's Rest. This is really, really good well water. So you can drink this purity right from the tap. So don't anybody worry about that. If you ever worry about your water, get your bottled water. Make it, and then heat up your bottled water. But this right here, this is some really good water. By the way, this is Alaska. Alaskan mountain water. A little while longer to get some hot water going here today. There we go. Yeah, get that two hands going in there. Get those shoulders into that there.
Two hands like this?
No, two hands like this.
Oh.
Yes. Mush it around. Break it up. Chew it up. We're going to put half a cup in. There you go. That's 1 cup. We got another cup to go in.
So that was a half a cup or 1 cup?
Let's get this thing going here. We'll fold this up. Because what we want to do is make sure everything